what was their son's name? I can't think of the oldest son's name. He hit Kevin in the head with a croquet mallet, and he had to have stitches in his head one Sunday. Then there was, after that, there was Chester Witt. Did he follow Bob and Lori?
Okay, I've got it written down someplace.
He's the one that fainted in the pulpit and then just dropped on the floor. I remember that very vividly. I don't know what was wrong with him, but he just, and his wife stood right up and took over.
What did she do?
He fainted, and she got right up and took over and finished the service. They carried him out, and she finished the church service.
No kidding.
Yeah, and
Did both Tachyaniki and Hanley live in the parsonage?
Yeah. And you know, that's when Bob was here, that's when they built the Sunday school addition on the church.
Around 56, somewhere around that.
When he was here, they built the Sunday school addition.
Was it hard to come up for both of you, Ted and Juanita? Was it hard to come up with the money for a major addition like that? Did people just dig a little deeper, or how did that? Was that a real struggle?
I don't remember that it was. I think the people were very conscientious about contributing what they felt they could afford to give, you know. And as far as I know, it all went along very well.
Didn't they borrow money and then pay off?
Well, I think
like a mortgage
you're
type
right.
thing.
Yes.
At one time there, I don't know. I can't remember. I think they did.
Did the people in the church do a lot of the work on that addition too, or was it hired done?
Well, I think there was a lot of volunteers around, but it was mostly people that they hired to do it.
I don't remember who did it.
Were you involved, Ted, or was Bud involved with the Lord's Acre project that they had for several years?
No, I don't remember.
Was Bud involved in
No,
that?
he was too busy doing all the other things that he had so many jobs going that he didn't get involved in that one. He was only 41 when he had that major heart attack, you know. And so.
Going back to, it's amazing that the wife would carry on to finish the sermon. I think today they just shut things down and that'd be it.
Wasn't she at church a while back, not too long ago? She came to visit, not too many years ago, I think. Mary Witt was, I can't remember her first name, but his name was Chester Witt, and he was apparently ill or something, and he passed out giving the sermon, and she got right up and finished the church service. And
now, if these folks weren't Colgate Divinity students, did we share them with the Hanleys and Witts? Did we share them with another rural church, or we were able to support them right here?
I don't think we did. The Hanleys never. Witts, of course, lived in the parsonage too, I think. So I don't think they were shared with anyone that I know of. I don't remember that they were. And Jack Tachyaniki was just our minister.
Back in the 40s and 50s, I assume that there were a fair number more people than there are today.
A lot more young people. Yeah, a lot more kids.
Juanita, were you involved in teaching Vacation Bible School?
Yep.
Tell me a little bit about that. I can just barely remember that.
Well, I helped with Vacation Bible School. A whole bunch of kids would come. And
what did that consist of?
different age groups doing different things, learning different things.
And would this be at night, or is this all during the day?
No, it was in the day. Vacation Bible School was in the daytime. I don't know how many days or how many hours that week we did it. We did it for a week. And I can't remember how many hours were involved, but different ladies came to teach different age groups, and we made things, you know, crafts, and music and studied religion and
Now you'd have kids from like 5 up to 15 or 16.
Mhm.
Is that?
yeah. I remember when Elaine and Lorraine were in Vacation Bible School.
Would these all be kids from the church and Sunday school, or would some of them be
No.
just from the corners?
From anybody that wanted to come. It was I took care of the nursery for years. I might have taken care of you. I don't know.
Born in 53.
I was responsible for the nursery school, you know, on Sundays for years.
Oh. So you'd miss the sermons and what have you.
Yeah, a
Some
lot of the times.
Advantages to that sometimes, huh?
Oh, I don't know.
So you were involved with Vacation Bible School. Who else was involved in terms of teaching?
Oh goodness, Anna Frankish. Oh goodness, I can't remember. A lot
Was
of.
Dorothy Spohr and my mother involved in it?
Oh, your mother was involved in it, yeah. Dorothy Spohr, I expect she probably was. I can't remember how many. You're going to have to talk to Linda. I think she's got some books or some records that would be helpful to you. Because Helen kept a record of things, and I never did. You know, I'm not geared that way.
Ted, what do you remember about the Kersalkas? Were they about the time of wit?
Oh, you know, I told you, I just do not remember.
They weren't here all that long, were
No,
they?
they were here a short time. I'm not sure whether they followed Witt. They were before Jack Richards,
Yes, I know that.
because Jack Richards was here when Bud died, and I don't remember just the order. I don't remember Reverend Fordham at all, because I wasn't here. But
So he would have been before World War II then.
he would have been before we went up there. Yeah.
Okay. So it was Richards and then Gerdot.
Probably. Yeah, I guess.
Now Gerdots had the big family, didn't they? Weren't there a lot of them?
It's hard for me to remember Gerdots. I don't know. You know, Helen made the anniversary cake for the church when it was 150 years old, something like that. I got pictures of that, and so does Linda have pictures of the cake and the ministers that came back to be there at that time. She's got pictures of them.
She lent them to me.
Oh, okay.
That's right. There's Tacky Anarchy and
Fordham.
the names are Fordham was one of them,
Yeah.
written on the back. Was the church service? How does it differ now from what it was like in the 40s, in terms of shorter or same length, or how does it differ?
It seems like it's the same it's always been. I don't think it was any shorter. There lots of times the sermons ran over, but they do now once in a while too. But I think it was the same. Same format. The kids would have their Sunday, and you know it was the same idea that we do now. I don't think it's changed all that much, except we don't have kids anymore. All our children have grown and gone to other churches.
Why do you think that is?
Because they moved away. You know, the families spread out. There aren't. I don't know of any families whose children have stayed in the church except your family and who else? There isn't anybody else. I think the Pulvers are all gone. The Gages are all.
Wells Melkoff would be the only other one, I
Yeah,
think.
but they haven't been here all that long, have they?
Of course, Lynn has. Lynn Wells Melkoff.
How long has she been here?
Well, she's 2 years older than I.
I don't know when Honey and George bought that place up there. when I first started going up there, I don't think they were there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, you're right.
Mhm.
They came up from Long Island
Yeah,
or
yeah.
someplace.
So there's you and Lynn. Um, the Henrys don't have any children or grandchildren that come. I can't remember.